Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So, I have the day off from work, and there is a nagging within me that there is a message that needs to come out. So, whether you're new or returning, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all very much. To my young and mostly inactive channel, my job keeps me even busier than my last job, but it is very healing and it is very inspirational to me. The work that I'm doing now is more meaningful, and yeah, it's got its challenges for sure, but most of the time I really love my new job, and I'm able to help people. It's 3:33 p.m. right now, so the angel number 333 is the Ascended Masters are with you, helping you, guiding you, protecting you, and inspiring you. Me, you, all of us. It's just a matter of belief. Do you believe? Anyhow, without further ado, let me go ahead and state the rules of tarot. It could be talking about you. It could be talking about someone else. Genders are not specific. They're fluid. I could be talking about a queen, but this could be a man. I could be talking about a king. Could be a woman. It could be a queen woman. Could be a king man. Depends on how it works for you. Energy is very fluid. Read the energy, not the genders. Yeah. These could be people in your energy. This could be aspects of yourself. This could be an internal situation. This could be an external situation. It could be both. So take it how it resonates for you. Leave the rest. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. And tarot readings are just a way for you to confirm what you already know. If something seems different to you, you are not really learning anything new. That's not the way tarot works. Tarot confirms what you already know. So if you don't already know something or have an intuit of something, then this tarot reading's not for you. Period. Whatever. Just don't make it fit if it doesn't. And don't believe something that you're not already shown evidence of or have the intuition of that. So if it's shocking and surprising to you, it is probably not your message. Some, none, or all of it may resonate or apply to your situation. Figure it out. I'm just here to read the energies. Call upon earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether. I also call upon my angels, Ascended Masters, Yahweh, Yeshua, and the Holy Spirit. Show me what I need to see for this reading. This reading is definitely intended for the highest good of all, in all time and space, and all universes, and so it is. Thank you. Let's get started. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Earth is Eight of Pentacles. And the Ten of Fire in the reverse. So there is something that someone is not working on anymore, and they're releasing because it's too much of a burden. This could be a job. This could be a relationship. Take it how it resonates for you. The bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. This is probably about a relationship or a living situation and a living situation. The top of the deck is the Moon in reverse. So secrets have come out. There have been things that have come out, but the Moon in reverse could also be releasing fears Releasing fears about what? Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So, what are you afraid of? This could be home, this could be stability, this could be a happy home life, contentment, peace, and abundance, or a successful completion of a project. Whatever the case is, you or someone else is releasing the fears of that. Things have come to light, to the surface. Yeah. You've already released fears that hold you back. Keep going. And the Eight of Earth in reverse. If it's in reverse, it could mean that this is already done. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. Or this could be the very opposite of that. Not wanting to work. Not wanting to learn about all there is to know about a topic. Not wanting to go back to school. This could be school as high school, college, university. This could also mean life school, because whether you actually go to school or not, living this life, that's Earth school. We come here we incarnate in these bodies to learn lessons by ourselves and with others, to become better people, to evolve our souls. Or it's just simply not wanting to work on something anymore. Releasing it because it's a big burden. It's been too much work. Or you're accepting help from others where you weren't before. Your life is no longer out of balance. And you could be healing stress-related health concerns since it's in the reverse. The moon is Cancer energy. We have 9, 4, 8, and 10. So we're coming to the end of a cycle here. The end of a very, very tough wearing cycle. All right, so the moon in reverse is clarified by the Hierophant reversed. I don't know if y'all saw that. It was too quick. Hierophant reversed. Challenging tradition, unconventional lifestyles, unconventional relationships, reversed roles, nonconformity. Could be a divorce. Could be a separation from an organization. Some kind of job. Could be a separation from a church or a temple. Could be a separation from a university, because the Hierophant represents all of those things too. Could also be a separation from a commitment. This could be all about that. Releasing fears about walking away from a job, a relationship, a commitment, or an organization. Well, we've got a Cancerian here with Leo in their chart. It also has Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius in their chart. It was very heartbroken. Three of Swords came out. The Queen of Swords reversed. Very toxic person indeed. The sun reversed. And the moon in the upright. This person is very much opposed to this other person who was not working on this relationship, or this marriage, this living situation. Very heartbroken about it. This person is not very nice with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Overly critical, pessimistic, lack of empathy, very rude and malicious, and they like to gossip. This person also likes to defame people's reputation as a form of attack, as a form of abuse. This is a narcissistic, toxic, karmic feminine who, they're mad, period. The sun in reverse. They're pissed off. They're like a cloudy day because they lack enthusiasm. They could be sad. They could be angry. They have unrealistic expectations. This is what their expectations are. 10 of Wands. And the upright. And then there's a masculine energy here. That, whether they're male or female, they're done with doing too much work. But that's all this karmic feminine wants them to do. That's very unrealistic. This is the kind of person who wants everything handed to them. And they'll be mean. And they'll be malicious and cruel and cold and callous. Hit people where they're vulnerable. Make people insecure to get what they want. This karmic feminine is ruled by their ego. They're very conceited. They're very oppressive. Karmic feminine may have had a miscarriage, but it doesn't need to necessarily mean that. This could just be how they are. Their attitude in general sucks. They're very secretive, very intuitive. But this karmic feminine casts illusions, sells you a dream, a fantasy that never comes true because they don't do the work. They don't do the work on themselves. They're not working on this relationship. They don't care. The only thing they care is keeping a contract going for financial stability. And I say that because the Hierophant is there. Second house of Taurus is all about money. Your assets, what you own. Or in this case, shared assets that the karmic feminine thinks that they own. Just because they have a contract with this masculine in marriage for finances. 8 of Pentacles. This person is extremely insecure. This karmic feminine, who is very toxic. And their absolute number one primary goal is to make sure that everyone around them is insecure as well. This is a person who will push all of your buttons. They're very dramatic in a very negative way. All they want to do is cause stir and kick up drama. They want all the attention. It's all about me. This person's words is very cruel and cutting and deceptive. This is someone who lies, who is ruled by fear. So therefore, because this toxic karmic feminine is so afraid inside, and they refuse to admit that, they cast that projection to everyone around them. That's very harmful. It's very toxic. It's very abusive. That is spiritual assault. Period. This person's heartbroken because someone else doesn't want to do all the work anymore in this marriage. It was too much of a burden, and now they're ready to let it go. This toxic karmic feminine is all about inflicting the maximum amount of pain to get the maximum amount of rewards. It only works for so long. You beat someone down long enough, they're going to have enough eventually. And they're going to say, I'm done. I'm so done. I don't know what this person expects. But you really can't reason with someone like this. The only thing you can do is really pray for them. These narcissistic individuals are ruled by their fear. They carry a lot of pain, and they inflict it upon others. But the thing is they enjoy inflicting pain on others to project their pain onto others so that their load is lighter. Well, that can work for a while. That can work for a long time. It can work for years, a decade, 2 decades. But you know what? It does not last. It is not feasible, and it will not last forever. Because eventually, the other people are going to crack, and they're going to be like, I can't take this anymore. This toxic karmic feminine energy really has to deal with their shadow. Instead of trying to blame, shame, project all of their crap, all of their heavy load, their struggles, their pain onto other people. It's about letting it go and healing instead of it's your fault. You did this. This toxic karmic feminine energy's sole purpose, their life lesson, is to learn how to be a better person, because truthfully, this ain't it. This ain't it. Everyone's goal and purpose on this earth is to become better people. And this situation is designed to do just that, if they choose. Because this toxic karmic feminine energy has free will to choose to heal or choose to get worse. But everything that is done underhandedly and deceptively always comes back to bite you in the ass. Literally. This toxic karmic feminine energy is getting so much karma right now. And that's what this is all about. And it is all because this person refuses to change their ways. They refuse to apologize. And if they do apologize, they apologize all the time without any change. Apologies without change is manipulation. Period. And this is who someone lives with. And they don't want to. They're ready to let it go. Four of Wands. Please clarify the Four of Wands. Ooh. We have a masculine energy coming out as the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. King of Wands comes out with the Page of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the upright. The Page of Cups in the reverse, this could mean a lot of things. The Page of Cups in reverse could be this toxic karmic feminine energy. Yes, but this Page of Cups in reverse could also be talking about this masculine here, this King of Wands, this fire sign, who has some childhood issues, maybe experienced some sexual abuse. Page of Cups in reverse could be talking about bad news or broken dreams. With the Ace of Cups here, this is what the King of Wands wants. They want a new beginning. They want a new relationship. They want new romance. They want love. They want happiness and joy. Maybe they want to get someone pregnant. They really want to celebrate again and socialize because they've been burning themselves out with their burdens, doing way too much work for this karmic feminine who doesn't reciprocate in any way, anything tangible or anything good. All this karmic feminine gives is manipulated energy, toxic, negative, low vibrational energy, directly and indirectly. This toxic karmic feminine does moon magic. They do all kinds of magic. They belong to a secret circle or a coven of some kind, whether that's in their community, whether that's like literally in their town, or it could be an online community. This is a secret. This is something that people do not know about this toxic karmic feminine. Also, that came out at the bottom of the deck was the High Priestess. The top of the deck was the Tower. So this is a shocking, sudden surprise here. King of Wands is following their intuition, their inner knowing. They're trusting themselves and their spiritual insight. They want emotional stability. Emotional stability, High Priest, and the Ace of Cups. This person does not give any kind of emotional stability. All it is emotional instability. This King of Wands, High Priestess, Pisces, Aries energy again. But it could be any fire sign because there's nothing specific coming up for this King of Wands, like specific signs. Not yet, anyway. Then we have the Tower, which is Scorpio energy. Chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelations, confusion, pain, divorce. Divorce? We have divorce twice. This masculine wants a divorce. And this toxic karmic feminine is heartbroken about that. All this masculine wants is to be loved unconditionally, appreciated, and treated with kindness and respect. This masculine has children, I believe. They're very unhappy, and they're tired of being unhappy. They're tired of dealing with the foolishness of this toxic karmic feminine. They're absolutely done. They're walking away, causing this sudden change. Divorce could be there could be any kind of abuse or violence. Could be bankruptcy. Or maybe I mean, depending on your location and what's going on, also natural disasters. Take it how it resonates for you, leave the rest. But these cards, they have so many different meanings. And not all of them fit, but some of them do. But no matter the case, no matter which meanings mean something for you, it doesn't escape the fact that the energy is here. And if it resonates, that's what it is. Eight of Pentacles reversed. What are they tired of working on here? The Fool and the Four of Wands. Yeah. They want to move. They want to have a happy, stable, loving home. They want to feel welcome in their own home. They want that feeling of cohesiveness and teamwork with their partner. It's something that they don't have. Four of Wands with the Fool. Aries, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus. Versus, oh, I'm sorry. So this masculine has Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, and Cancer somewhere in their chart. Or some of it could be your signs. Some of it could be this toxic feminine signs. The toxic feminine's definitely coming out with Cancer and Leo somewhere, anywhere in their chart. If you don't know what I mean by that, go to cafeastrology.com. Birthday, birth time, birthplace. Knowing the birth time will, even if it's approximate, it doesn't have to be down to the minute. But if you have like a guesstimate of like the hour that they were born, that is the most accurate picture of what that person's like. Many people, I'm sorry, scratch that. Everyone has a birth chart, and everyone's birth chart is significant to their life and to others' lives. This divine masculine, and we're just going to call him that. I don't see the Emperor here, but there's like this spirit of innocence that's within them, and they desire their freedom. The freedom to be themselves, because this person right here, this toxic karmic feminine who is very distorted, controls, manipulates, dominates, and does not give anyone room or the space to be themselves, to be happy, to be at peace, because this is someone who's all about the chaos. This could actually be someone who's very violent, but this person is definitely a liar. This person, this toxic karmic feminine, doesn't know who they are. This masculine cannot work with that anymore. They want a new adventure. They want a new beginning. 2 cards of new beginnings. The Ace of Cups and the Fool. They want new love. They want a happy, stable home life. They want happiness and stability and peace within their home for their children. And this karmic feminine can't provide any of that. All they do is use and abuse everyone. It's all they know how to do. Because they don't have the will or to change their ways. They're like, well, what I've done's always worked up until now. Let me tell you something. Whether this is you or you're the karmic, negative coping strategies, and let's just say that deception and cruelty and being ruled by ego and arrogance, it's a negative coping strategy. Yeah, it'll work for a while. It works until it doesn't. This is someone who is abusive with their words. They manipulate. They play mind games. They emotionally and mentally manipulate. They cast their and project their insecurities and their emotions and their deeds and everything upon anyone who they can throw it on to make their load lighter, which is unfair. It's uncalled for. And it works until it doesn't, because people can only take so much of that. Please clarify the Ten of Wands reverse. Thank you. Two of Swords. It's in the upright. It's a stressful decision for sure. With the Ten of Pentacles. So this is definitely a marriage here. There's a stalemate, truth sitting on the fence, a crossroads, difficult decision, painful choice, stressful decision, opposition. But the Two of Swords is also about facing your fears. The Fool is about facing your fears. Ten of Pentacles. Could be an unexpected financial windfall, could be a lump sum, could be will, deed, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundations, privilege, inherited issues, ancestry. The Ten of Pentacles is everything that a person has achieved in her lifetime. House, finances, assets, children, pets, friends, cars, bank accounts, properties. Gaining of resources and abundance. This King of Wands is tired of losing money, losing energy, losing time, losing resources, because nothing pleases this distorted karmic feminine except for them making everybody around them miserable. That's the only thing that satisfies them, and even that doesn't satisfy them. Not really, not truly. Because we're not supposed to be doing that. It goes against the laws of nature. Natural law. Look it up. Natural law is not what it sounds like. It's not simple, but it's basically about what you put out, you get back. It's karma. A person can seriously not treat people like crap and get away with it forever. Eventually, it catches up with you. You know what that is? That is, what do you call it? Oh, I've got it right there. It's when you want something now, and you use shady and underhanded means of getting it without truly earning it. Oh, instant gratification, that's what it is. This toxic karmic feminine energy only deals in instant gratification. That is the only thing that they know how to do, because they don't know how to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable is this person's greatest fear. This person has so much fear within them, but you would never know it. You would never know it, because it presents as anger. It presents as massive control over others. Where does that stem from? That is negative programming from this toxic karmic feminine, their past, from their childhood. This is how they grew up. This is how they've witnessed other people operating and getting what they wanted that way. If it works, right? But if it's negative coping strategies, which this definitely is, there is no hard work invested here at all. The only hard work that's invested is in negativity, in hurting others, and it never stays. It never sticks. It never lasts. It will always break down. Always. Because we are not here to continue these toxic negative patterns. We are here to overcome them. And this is a very valuable lesson for everybody involved. But this masculine energy, they got a clue. They're tired of being mistreated. They're tired of their children being mistreated, used as emotional pawns against this masculine. They're tired of it. Every person is programmed with their own level of pressure that they can withstand. And when that limit is reached, it is over. It is done. It is finished. This masculine is concerned for their children, for their children's well-being, their children's mental health, as well as their own. This person really, 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 really needs therapy. And the saddest thing is, unless people like this want help, they won't search for it. And if they're forced into it, like by the courts or something, they will not completely invest in it. They will lie and they will manipulate. Put on face masks. Put on these false fronts. And not let anyone get to them, to get them to change, to get them to want to heal. Healing is painful. It takes bravery. It takes courage to truly heal and forgive and let pain and trauma go instead of holding on to it and throwing it in people's faces. That's easy. It's easy to hold on to trauma. It's easy to hide behind, say like you're bipolar or you know, you got CTPSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. It's easy to hide behind those mental health things and say, well, that's just the way I am. No. A person may be diagnosed with those things, but it doesn't give you a license to be an asshole. This masculine's waking up, and they want out. There are barriers here, because this is a marriage, this is contracts, there's children involved, there's probably assets involved. It's going to get messy. This karmic feminine is going to lie and manipulate all that they can to get the maximum amount of money and assets. And they're going to lie on this masculine energy and their parenting abilities as an underhanded, shady tactic to keep these children and abuse them. And abuse happens in many forms. You don't have to beat a child to abuse them. Withholding their parent is abuse. Mental and emotional manipulation is abuse. Being overly critical of your children and making them feel like they're not good enough, like they need to work harder and do more, is abuse. This toxic feminine, this very karmic toxic feminine, is an energy harvester. And all they want to do is create sorrow and insecurity for people to keep them attached to them, handcuffed to them, so they can leech off their energy, because this person is void of any kind of positive thing. They use others to get what they want and get where they want. This is not someone who earns anything. They use people. They manipulate, they deceive, and they abuse people. Directly and indirectly. Spiritually and socially. To their face. I'm tired of talking about it, really. And so is this masculine, male or female. And they're tired of talking. They're tired of fighting. They're tired of going round and round and round. This person has finally taken action, or is about to. Because time is not linear. This could have happened in the past. This could be present energy. This could be future energy for each individual watching that this resonates with. And following the trends from what I know about the videos on my channel, a lot of them tend to be past and future energy. For whatever reason, I can't get present energy. Other readers can. I don't get why my readings are either past or future energies. The only thing that I can really say is that time is relative. And it is relative for not just me, but for everyone. It either resonates or it doesn't. But one thing I can say about my readings is that they're truthful, they're honest, and they're accurate. The lesson for me in all of this was not to try to figure out the timing of it. Maybe that's the point why my readings are never present energy. Because I always wanted to know when. When. I don't care about when anymore. I don't. I'm focused on other things right now, things that are very meaningful to me, things that matter to me, things that are challenging for me. I'm learning, growing, and expanding personally and professionally every day. And finally able to focus on helping and serving others. Instead of, oh, when's my person coming? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter to anyone else that resonates with my energy. And they're waiting for their person too. Timing shouldn't be important. Because wanting to know when is a form of control. I used to be an extremely controlling person in so many ways. And in many ways, I've learned to let it go. But then there were other things that were more difficult. Like wanting to know when. I was stuck in that for a long time. For 3-4 years or something. When? Wanting to know when is not very patient. It doesn't leave room for your manifestations to grow and develop and materialize. It keeps them held up. I've learned a lot in all of this. And what's the most important message you want people to know right here and right now? Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael. That's too many cards. What's the most important message that you want me to end with? 8 of Pentacles. It's to do your work. Whether that's work in your job, work on yourself, work on what makes you happy, work on your home and family, new job, self-employment, building business, learning a trade, working on gaining positive reputation for positive things, craftsmanship, quality, mastering something, mastering a craft, having expertise in your field, working hard, having commitment and dedication, concentrating on your success. That's the final message. Focus on work. Whatever it is that you do for work, but it's not just your employment that we're talking about. We're talking about work in all aspects of your life, all aspects of yourself, personally and professionally. Hard work pays off, period. And anyone And everyone who goes through their life skating by, trying to do the minimal amount of work, trying to get the maximum rewards, it isn't going to work. Sometimes for some people, it doesn't work ever. And then other times for some people, it'll work part of the time, some of the time. And then sometimes for other people, it will work very powerfully for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden it comes to a screeching halt. It all depends on how the universe wants to show you a lesson on how important hard work is. The top of the deck is the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning here. Good news. Could be starting something new. You, me, anyone, whoever. There's a creative spark here. Taking new initiative, finding new passion, enthusiasm, urgency, accepting a challenge, potential, talent, and growth. Everybody is on their own spiritual journey. And I can definitely tell you that this is true for me. I'm very passionate about my work. And I'm about to start something new again. And I'm so excited about it. What I do actually helps people now. And that helps me too. Because I've always wanted a career where I could feel like I'm truly helping someone in a very productive and meaningful way. Never had that before. And I am so happy. I am so fulfilled in what I do. I really am. The Ace of Wands is about accepting a challenge. Every day that I go to work, I am accepting a challenge. And I love it. I'm not resisting it. And on the days where it's challenging to love it, and whenever it's really wearing on like me, and I'm feeling like, oh, I just want this to end. Every day is a new day. There's good days, there's bad days. It's not all peaches and cream, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. But some days it is. Some days it is. And those are the days worth living. Those are the days worth going to work. Even the bad days are worth going to, because I'm still learning something. The bottom of the deck is the Strength in reverse. It's about having vulnerability. Vulnerability is not a negative thing. Being vulnerable to be yourself, to be open-hearted, to be unconditionally loving, vulnerable to take accountability for yourself, your actions. Vulnerability is a beautiful thing. But these negative, these distorted karmic feminines and masculines both, they fear vulnerability because of how it makes them look. They're all about the optics. They're all about the illusion. Making things look some way is casting an illusion on others, which is deception. But when you're vulnerable to be honest about everything, about the things you do right, about the things that you do wrong, something that you could have done better. If you've done something that you need to apologize and take accountability for, make amends for, there is absolutely nothing weak or wrong about that. And let me just add that there is absolutely everything wrong with someone who refuses to be vulnerable, with someone who refuses to take accountability, someone who refuses to make amends, someone who refuses to apologize without making the changes. There is everything wrong with that. We need to normalize the positivity of being vulnerable. But it's sad. It's really sad because whenever people are vulnerable, that's like the peak time for the sharks to come and attack you for it. Who cares? They're only showing their own asses. Don't let it bother you if someone does that when you're being vulnerable. They're just showing you who they are so you can separate from them, because you don't deserve to be treated that way. And if you're watching me and you're the one that's treating people like this, natural law has caught up with you. Karma has caught up with you. And it's time for you to start changing your ways, or you can expect things to get even worse for you. It's your choice. No one escapes karma. Karma's not a bad thing. Karma helps us learn. If you pay attention to what's uncomfortable, if you pay attention to how you feel, you feel threatened by something, do the opposite. Anything negative that you feel within you, do the opposite of it. Period. Because if you do the thing that your impulse to do that is low vibrational, toxic, and negative, it perpetuates karmic cycles for you and for others, causing more and more pressure, causing more and more burdens, causing more and more stress. It wears on your mental, emotional, and then later your physical health. In the end, is it really worth your life? Is it really worth losing your freedom over? These are all possibilities. So, there is an outpouring here. An outpouring of new and exciting things. An outpouring of growth and enthusiasm and good news, and an outpouring of accepting challenges and finding your potential, working on a talent, but also having the patience to do so. Eight of Pentacles is all about patience. Have to have patience. Have to have a creative spark. Have to have something that you're passionate about. Something that can help others, that ultimately helps yourself grow, heal, and expand. In all aspects of your life. And until that happens, you can expect the same results that get worse and worse. But you're still going to have the people who are in the devil energy and the magician in reverse energy. Codependency, addiction, depression, mental health issues. People who do things in secrecy, like black magic, moon magic, sex magic, nasty stuff. The devil is obsession and cheating and having people depend on you, you depending on them. For money, for validation, whatever. It's bondage. Materialism gets you absolutely nowhere. The devil's all about that too. It's all about obsession and sexuality in the negative. It's just about the act itself and not about what it's supposed to be. This is sex magic here. The devil and the magician in reverse. Let me tell you something about sex magic. It doesn't last. You have to keep doing it to absorb power. It's non-sustainable. But this, doing the actual work, where passions lead you on yourself, and then being of service to others, that's what's sustainable. The devil energy it causes powerlessness. It creates it within you, and it perpetuates it all around you, as well as hopelessness, abuse, violence, and assault. The magician reverse, manipulation, cunning, trickery, wasted talent, illusion, and deception. What a waste. This shit only gets you so far. Only gets you so far. Manipulation and cruelty, sex magic, addiction, all of this stuff. It only goes so far. It's unsustainable. This is, I can't think of it again. Instant gratification. Instant gratification. It doesn't last. It's a currency that burns up. It's a currency that toxifies. And the energy gets lower and lower and lower vibrational. And things get more and more intense. This energy explodes. This is lasting and sustainable. But it takes courage. It takes hard work, dedication, and commitment to stay the course. Weather all the storms. Keep your eye on the prize and just keep going. Lasting results. Results that they disintegrate. It erodes. It works until it doesn't. Capricorn and Gemini, Virgo energy. And we have Leo here too. Whatever. The message is clear. You don't even necessarily have to have any of these signs in your birth chart for it to resonate, or theirs. The message alone could just resonate. Because everyone has houses that are ruled by each sign. 1st through 12. Everyone can borrow on any and all of the 12 zodiac sign energies at any time. The first house represents Aries, and that's your ascendant sign, and whatever's in there, for you. So like if you're a Gemini rising, it's going to be backed up with that Aries energy, whether you have Aries in your chart or not. That underlying Aries energy kind of projects that Gemini rising, or whatever rising sign you are. And so on and so forth. Anyhow, I'm finished with this message. And nothing beats hard work in your personal and professional life. I had to do a lot of work on myself as a person in order to pursue anything professionally to serve and help others. It took years to prepare. I do not regret a moment of it. My work is important to me, and my work will continue to grow and expand to be more and more meaningful the more that I invest more time and energy into learning about it and practicing it. And you can do it too. I came from this. I truly did. It did not produce lasting results. Everything always blew up in my face. Nothing lasted. Nothing worked out. Until I gave up control. Until I stopped manipulating. Until I ended my addictions. Until I stopped keeping secrets. Until I started working on my mental health instead of hiding behind my diagnoses. Until I stopped making excuses for myself. Until I come out of hopelessness and powerlessness. Until I stopped being promiscuous. Until I stopped living in bondage and depending on other people and being materialistic. My life spiraled and descended into serious abuse and violence. Violence that I created and violence that I received. Abuse that I perpetrated and abuse that I suffered. No one wins in this energy. I promise you. When I decided that I was done being lazy, and when I decided that it was time to start being a better human being, started working hard, started creating meaningful goals for myself, and whenever you create goals for yourself, you just create new goals. It's never ending. But this is always worth it. It takes more time and more energy and so much investment. But it's always worth it because it's true, it's lasting, and it helps you and it helps others. And this energy, it only helps you, but only for a certain amount of time. Once that time is up, it's up. Period. I'm done living this life. This life of addiction and depression and bondage and all of that. And manipulation and tricking people and wasting my talents. Using my talents to my advantage now. And it benefits others in a huge and meaningful way. When I sat on my talents and did nothing with them, nothing positive anyway, all I did was hurt myself and I hurt others. And then I made the decision that I was done. That it was just, it was time to do some hard work. I'll never go back to this. Never. And I really hope that I can inspire at least just one person in this energy to do the same. How sick of the pain and suffering are you? How sick are you of losing everything that you've ever wanted? I lost everything. But I gained so much more. By not being this terrible human being anymore. By not thinking that I am independent of God anymore. Or whatever. Some people think that they're just independent of God. Some people think they're higher than God in this energy. But we're not. It's time to start co-creating with God. God wants us to be responsible for our work. We are here to grow, to evolve, and do work. And it's 4:44 p.m. You can have the protection of the angels, or you can have the angels attacking your ass. The choice is yours. Because I know I have Karmics watching me too. It's not shaming. It's not like anything. I was once a Karmic too. I was repeating toxic, negative, volatile cycles until I almost died. It broke me. And then I'm just like, I'm tired of doing the bare minimum. I'm trying to get the maximum results. I'm tired of waiting for someone to save me when I can do things to help myself. I was in hopelessness, I was in despair, and I felt powerless. I couldn't do anything. My health was fading. And then I was just like, I'm gonna die if I keep thinking like this and feeling like this and expecting others to wait on me hand and foot. Some people have to get to the point where they almost die to get it. I was one of them. It doesn't have to be that serious for everyone. I'm here sharing my experiences, being vulnerable about my past, as a warning sign. It gets worse from here if you don't stop this shit. It gets worse. I promise you. Things will eventually get better, but it takes time. Time is something you can't get back. Attention Paying attention is an investment in yourself and in others. It's time to start turning over a new leaf. Or you'll lose even more. Because I promise you, all the karmics that are watching my channel, you're losing. You're experiencing some painful karma, and rightly so. You are not the victim. Maybe sometimes, but you contribute to it. Every perpetrator is a victim, and every victim is a perpetrator. It's all gray. Stop the cycle. Be a survivor. Stop perpetrating manipulation and hurt and projecting your insecurities and your negative emotions and your anger on people. Take accountability for it. Get over it. It's not all about you. It's about what you can do to help others. Instead of knocking them down, instead of trying to control them for your benefit. Karmics think they're so strong, but they're so weak. Truly. And they do everything they can to hide and mask that. And project it on everyone else. It's so easy to do, but it doesn't escape the consequences. The further that you go down the road of addiction and toxicity and codependency, manipulation, and de-evolving through your mental and emotional health, and then spreading that disease all around to other people, and then lying to people, manipulating people, and doing magic on people that is against their will, against their knowledge. No, you don't have their consent. You take away someone's free will. If you're trying to do anything that takes away from someone's free will, you are in violation of natural law. And I promise you, you get karma every time. It gets handed right to you every time. It could be immediate. It could take a while. But I promise you, you eventually get it. And it hurts. 3 of Swords. Karmic Feminine is really in some deep heartbreak and pain. But they brought it on themselves. You brought it on yourself, Karmic Feminine. You have no one to blame but you. You have created your reality by projecting that to others, hurting and harming others for your benefit. It is no one's fault but your own. Take accountability for your actions, for what you've done. Or not. But if you don't, I promise you that your life is going to get worse. Until you pay attention and do something about it, or you just die. And then you get to come back to a new lifetime to repeat all the same stuff all over again. And next time it'll be even harder. It'll be more painful. It'll be more heartbreaking. You'll feel even more like a victim. Stop the cycle. Stop the cycle of everything. It's toxic. It's unjust. It's painful. It's abusive. It's assault. You're hurting others and you're hurting yourself. You're not benefiting anyone. After your instant gratification rewards are gone, the benefits are gone. There is nothing that is a benefit to the way that you're acting. I promise you. And you can just sit in your delusion if you want to. And say that I'm a liar. And say that I don't know what I'm talking about. You can do that. But you're only deceiving yourself. You are only making things worse for yourself. It doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. You can make it easy or hard to change your ways. And the choice is yours. You can do it now or you can do it later, but at some point you're going to have to do it. In this lifetime or the next. But I can promise you that if you keep waiting till next lifetimes, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder. And it doesn't have to be that hard. It really doesn't. But if you continue to make the choices that you've been making, I guess it does have to be that hard. You need to learn how to be at peace within yourself. To find the joy in your heart that isn't in causing pain in others. Joy that doesn't hurt anyone. There's a lot of healing that we all need to do. And trust me, I'm not done healing either. But I've come a long way and I ain't stopping. Healing is a lifelong journey. And it's hard work. But it's worth it. It takes a long time. It takes consistency, dedication, and commitment to wanting to do the right thing, to want to be the best version of yourself. To wake up every day and say, God, what can I do to help someone else today? What can I do to serve humanity today in a way that is meaningful? You're not going to be able to do any of that like tomorrow, because you have a lot of healing work to do on yourself. You have to heal yourself before you can heal others. And I had to do that too. Started my healing journey in 2019. And I truly just started my work of service for others for about almost 4 months ago. So that's like about 4 years of hard work and preparation for what I'm doing. To learn how to not be toxic, to learn how to not depend on anyone for money or validation or support or a place to live, to learn how to not project my insecurities on others, to learn how to stop controlling other people, to learn how to stop restricting myself from the things that are really good for me, to learn how to stop doing things that are destructive to me, like addictions, like mistreating others, mistreating myself on any level. When you can learn to forgive others who have hurt you, and when you can learn to forgive yourself, and come to the point where you can just be like, I did the best that I could do at the time, but now I know better, and now I can do better. And then you do better. Y'all karmics may hate me. Doesn't have anything to do with me. I have no hate for anyone. I have no unforgiveness toward anyone. And I did not hurt or harm anyone in the last 4 years on purpose. I have apologized, I've taken accountability, and I have made an amends to everyone I have hurt. Most people did not accept what was being offered, and that's not on me. I tried. I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. There are so many people who need help, and I am honored to do my part to try to help humanity in all the ways that I can serve. I love each and every one of y'all with universal love. But it doesn't really mean I want to be around y'all either. If you're karmic, if you're mean and abusive and all of that stuff, no, I don't want to be around you. But I'll do whatever I can to put the information out there to help you help yourself. Take it or leave it. The choice is yours. And the results are all your own doing. So I'm ending it here, as I tried to end it a half an hour ago, but important messages needed to come out, so they come out. Take anything that I've said, or everything that I've said, for what it's worth. And my encouragement is to do something with it. You won't regret it, but I bet your pride and ego are going to be like, well, I ain't doing that shit because I don't like that bitch. Truth hurts. It does, especially whenever you're in the wrong. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't need to be said. Not only am I telling the truth, but I am also giving you a way to do something about it too. My message is productive, while yours is not. If you respond in the ways that I'm feeling and hearing in my mind, that is unproductive for you, and it does not result in what you want. The only thing that results in what you want is if you're willing to do things honestly and doing the work. And you have to work on yourself before you can work to help others. And if you're already in a job, in a career field where you're helping others, but you're a nasty person, you're harming the people that you're serving. Thank y'all for watching my video, visiting my channel, supporting me by watching them. I am just a humble messenger trying my best to help as many people as I can. The numbers in my views, it's not important to me. Even if I just reach one person, it's worth it. But I am reaching more than one person, and that is enough. I am not obsessed with my subscriber count, my video views, or any of that stuff. I don't even care if you like me or not. I'm just a humble messenger doing my part in helping humanity ascend, to grow, to be better people, to learn how to stop being low vibrational and negative, to learn how to stop hurting yourself and hurting others. It hurts God every time someone hurts someone else on purpose, or even by accident because of the programming. It's time to know better, do better, and be better. Or suffer consequences until you do decide to learn better, do better, be better. I love you all so much, despite what anyone might think. My messages might be hard, but they're real. They're honest. And it's helpful if you use it in that way. So I encourage y'all to really get past that fear, that ego, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of what people might think of you. Who cares? I challenge you to do better, be better. I don't know when I'll be back on. Maybe I'll talk to y'all soon. Maybe I won't. I've got a lot of things going on for me right now. And I'll be on again when I'm guided. Until then, be well. Is that going to stop?